My life before Christ was, I don't think it was as meaningful. It wasn't, I didn't feel like I had as much purpose. It wasn't as happy. Way back when I was a little girl, we used to go to church. Actually, I went to church. I don't think my parents went with me very much. It sounds dumb, but I had a very traumatic experience when I was around 6 or 7 years old. And my parents sent me to church or vacation Bible school or something, and my mom was late picking me up, and I can remember being left at the church, and I remember the teacher saying, I'm sorry, but we're going shopping. It was a mom and a daughter, and so you're just gonna have to wait here by yourself. And they left me on the steps of the church all by myself. And so that's where my experience with Christ started, was really disliking church and not feeling like it was a happy, welcome place. And so prior to discovery, prior to my life with Christ, I didn't go to church. I didn't go all through my school years, and then never went in college. And then I met Chris, and Chris's family always went to church. And so we would go to church on Easter and Christmas Eve, and that was it. And we never went to church any other time. To me, it's kind of funny. I really feel how God brought me to him, and that's how I really felt it happened, is Chris and I moved here to Colorado, and I started in a profession, and I didn't feel very successful in it. And I really felt like I needed God's help. And I would pray to him a lot for help all the time. And I told Chris, I said, it's not really fair, I don't feel, for me to constantly be asking God for his help and his favor and help with this and help me with that, and never giving him back anything in return, never giving him my time, never reading the Bible, never going to church. And so I said, I really feel like we need to find a church home where, I can give back instead of just always asking for something of him. And then that's what started our quest, and looking for a church. And ironically, I'm not doing the business that I feel brought me to Christ or how God brought me to him. I feel like it was an avenue that he used to get me to realize the importance of him being in my life. I mean, I still believe that I can have a relationship with Christ when I'm not in church, of course, but that it's so much more meaningful being a part of a church, being a part of a body of people who also believe in Christ. And so I don't know that I really realized my life before Christ what I was missing out on. Not only the relationship with God, a more serious relationship, but the relationship with other people, the fellowship that we have with the people of Discovery. For the first time in my life, I actually sit down and I read the Bible. Maybe not as often as I should, but I sit down and I read the Bible. And marriage group twice, being in marriage group twice with you guys, and just growing, my husband and I growing as a married couple, and you all are amazing. I love going to church, and when we don't go to church or we don't make it because the kids are sick or whatever reason, I feel like something's missing, and I feel like I've missed something that week. Even though I'm still having my time with Christ on my own at home, it's not the same. And I feel very welcomed, and I feel like I'm at home at Discovery, and I feel like I can be exactly who I am and be accepted and be loved. And something I love about church is that every week, I'm the type of person, when I go to a movie, I want it to touch me. I mean, I like funny movies, but my favorite movies are movies that touch me. And every single week that I go to church, I laugh because of something you said, and you're just funny. And I almost always cry. And to me, that's not a bad thing, because that means that you're touching my heart. And when we've had family come with us to church, I say every week I laugh and I cry. And to me, that means that I'm in the right spot, because you're touching a part of my soul. And my family almost always says, you know what, I cry too, and it feels really good. To be baptized, I honestly had never seen an adult be baptized until the last baptism that you did in, I believe, June. And my children have been baptized. Honestly, I myself was also baptized as a young girl, probably somewhere between 4 and 6, under the Lutheran faith. And their baptisms meant a lot to me, and I'm sure mine probably did to my parents too. But to watch an adult get baptized it was just so moving. Just to see an adult say, I want to follow Christ with my life, and I want everybody in the church and my family and my friends that are here to watch me and to see me proclaim my love for Jesus, you know? And like when you dunk those people and you say dead to sin and alive in Christ, I mean, I want that for my life. And it's really important to me. I don't want the children to go to children's church because I want them to be there. And Lindsay's too little to understand, but I think Colton gets it to a certain degree, and I want him to be there, and I want him to see that, you know, this isn't just something that we do. It's not just, you know, it's not just this thing that you're doing for a momentary, for, you know, a few months here and there. This is a way of living, and it's a commitment, and that God makes a difference in your life. And I want my children to grow up wanting to be in church and not feeling like I did, where I hated church, you know? And so baptism to me just, it's me proclaiming to God that I love him and to thank him for everything he's done.